it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. We're scoreless after 1. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Pass caught on the out route by Mechie. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch. And they
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Texans at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. The tight end, Henry, here in motion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. On the slant, he's got Hardman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. And the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Catch is made by Metcalf. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, left side here. That's the tight end Fant. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Davis. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
They're going to try and throw. And caught by Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. They're going to look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it second down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Williams, what persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
He's airing it out for Williams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go again with Pierce. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Noah Fant, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Myles Garrett.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
2nd and 6. Quick completion to Henry. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Caught right side, Davis. And he is out. Well, Lovie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one. So Lovie saw things correctly, and he wins that challenge. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush?
Touchdown, Colts! CeeDee Lamb. 26 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help. Pass protect all the receivers in their patterns. It's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, it's Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Rolling to his right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a...
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had, begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Indianapolis, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time. Right